Welcome back, and this time we're just taking a look at the other characters. Steph here is the fastest character. She accelerates to top speed the quickest, and she basically zooms around the map. That means she's a little hard to control though, can be a little slippery. She's not very powerful. Her shoulder bashes don't go very far. Neither does her fireball. She doesn't smash through blocks very well either. But her acceleration doesn't just apply on the ground, it applies in the air. So if you want to get from one side of a map to another quickly, she's your best bet. Though she's only really useful in multiplayer, I find. She's far too extreme for single player. Here is Mouth, which is like Steph, but watered down a bit. He's still super fast, just not quite as fast, and that makes him easier to control. And he also has average power, which means his shoulder bashes go farther, and he has an easier time breaking through blocks. I much prefer him. The characters seem to come in two parts. They come in an extreme version, and in a bit of a watered down version. I'm not sure how or why you would play the extreme version in single player mode, but in multiplayer I can see how they would be useful. This is Chunk. Chunk is the heavyweight. He's basically a wrecking ball given flesh. His dashes are the most powerful of all the characters, and he is the heaviest. It's hard to make him go upward, is what I'm saying. But he gets a lot of extra coins from blocks that the others won't, because he smashes through them much easier. I really find, again, that he's most useful in multiplayer. He's still fun to play through the single player with, but if you're trying to speedrun it, this is not who you would choose. He's an extreme character, just like Steph. Also, he screams, like, all the time, and I think that's pretty funny. Here's Data, and he's probably my personal favorite character. He's like Chunk in that he's practically a wrecking ball, but he has average speed. Makes him a lot more useful. There's not a whole lot else to say about him, besides that his dash looks really cool. He turns into a ball. But that's about it. He's basically a more useful version of Chunk, a more practical version. You may have noticed that I upgraded all of the characters to the same point, so you could see their differences even while they're powered up. Powering them up does not erase their differences. I understand some people would be worried about that, but it doesn't. They still feel very different. Okay, maybe not very different, but different enough. So that's it for Mega Coin Squad. Thank you for sticking around, and I'll see you soon.